Hello and welcome back to Mac at the Movies. Today I've got an unboxing for you from Loved Again Media. This was a service I was wanting to check out, being that I already have a lot of movies, and I do mean a lot of movies. I wanted to check these people out, but you also get random assortment of what have you. And I think services like these are good for if you're starting a collection, or if you don't have a big collection, you just want to get a bunch of random movies to try out. Services like Loved Again Media would definitely be a good service to check out, because they have different assortments and quantities that you can get per month, and they just send you a bunch of random previously viewed movies. So I chose to pick my own, as they had an option that you could go through an entire database just scrolling and picking movies that you might want. So I had ordered this a couple of weeks ago or so, and I don't remember what all I got. So we're gonna bust into this and find out. Real quick though, I did a previous video wherein I showed off a bunch of fun used things I got. One thing I forgot, because I had already taken it out and watched it, was Antebellum. That was one of them. I really enjoyed this movie. It's definitely a slow burn, but very suspenseful, and it leaves you kind of going like, what in the world's going on, until you get to the end of it and you're like, okay, that makes sense. But a good little flick. And I got another package in the mail, a flick that I had ordered to round out an Amazon order. And so I'm gonna bust out the bug and get into these packages. I hope everyone out there is doing well today. It is a Saturday here, where I'm sure it's a Saturday everywhere in America right now, and possibly still Saturday in some other countries. But this first film I got, I came across it because I was looking at some movies with Elizabeth Moss, and that film is Virgin. I do believe this is like a low budget. Like, I've never heard of this film before, and it's about another sort of immaculate conception, or so that's what I gathered from the trailer type deal. But nobody believes her, because, you know, who would? But I picked that up, and now you can get into this box. And then I'm just going to pull one out at a time and surprise myself with what it was that I had picked out. I'm also going to check the condition. I'm a bit of a condition fiend when it comes to buying previously viewed stuff, so hopefully this all sort of meets at least a somewhat acceptable condition standard. But we're at, the cat will love that. Speaking of cat, my brother got me this mug for my birthday a few years ago, and I love it. So I'm just gonna pull them from one side and go from there, see what all I picked up. So here we have Bigger Than the Sky. I'm pretty sure I picked out a couple of these movies because I had never heard of them, and they probably had like a childhood crush or something like that in it. And I know this had Amy Smart, and I was like, never heard of that before, this film. So condition looks alright, I suppose. Didn't look all scratched up or anything like that, but that's the first flick I got. Next, we have Charlie's Angels. I only picked this one up because Sam Rockwell is in it and he's my favorite actor. And I didn't realize he was in it. I had completely forgotten. I hadn't seen this movie since I was little. So I'm eager to watch this just because of Sam Rockwell. Next, we have, yeah, this was definitely a buy just because of a childhood crush, and I remember seeing this movie when I was in, it was probably, I don't know, I was real little. I remember getting it on VHS at my grandmother's house from the library when I was visiting one summer. But that is the Babysitter's Club. I just remember Rachel Lee Cook was in this, and I had a super big crush on her, especially with Josie and the Pussycats. And I just remember crossing over this one, and it reminded me of that time I checked it out at the library at my grandmother's. So I figured I'd, it being summertime, it was summer when I did that, and I figured I'd take a trip down nostalgia way or whatever. Next, we have Watching the Detectives. I saw it was Lucy Liu and Cillian Murphy, I guess that's his name. The guy who played the Scarecrow in Batman Begins. But I checked out the preview for this and it looked fun, so I figured I'd check it out. This is an old movie gallery release, or well, rental. So, got a phone number there. I wonder what movie gallery that was from. Let's see here. Next we have, okay, this is one that I watched. I watched both of these over the past few months. One of them I got from the library, the other one I have on VHS, but it's the double feature of Stand and Deliver and Lean on Me. Both great flicks. I was talking with a buddy, Matt, at work the other day, and I was telling him about this movie and how it was great, and he was just like, oh yeah, it sounds a whole lot like this movie. And I was like, well, they're very similar in a sense. So I told him to check that one out. Let's see here. Next, we have Casualties of War. This is one I've been wanting to see for a while, and it always slips my mind every time I go to buy it somewhere, or I think to buy it. It always slips my mind. And when I saw it there, I was like, oh, okay. So I picked it up. Mr. Bill. My little kitty cat's over here helping me with this. Seeing what's going on. Okay. This next one, it's a Jennifer Love Hewitt film, and I remember seeing parts of it once. I was at my mom's house and it was on the TV, and I wanted to finish it, but didn't. And that is The Client List. I believe she's an escort or a prostitute or something to that effect, and yeah, I think they made a mini series out of it as well. I guess the movie was popular enough they did a mini series out of it. But I'll watch that, and if I don't like it, I will give it to my mom because she loves those types of films. So let's see here. This next one I got, didn't really know anything about it, but it had a pretty good cast, and that is The Favor. It has Bill Pullman, Brad Pitt. Those are the only names I actually recognize. But the trailer looked fun, so I figured I'd check that one out. Let's see here. Next we have, and this is another one I'm most likely going to give to my mom. It's one I've wanted to check out, but we all know the ending. It's been It's been spoiled in just about every reference of the movie, either talking about the movie or the book, and that is Marley and Me. Hear tell this will give you a good cry. So we'll give it a watch, and chances are I'll give it to my mom because she loves dog movies, and I know she'll like that one. So this next one, and I like Adam Sandler when he does more like dramatic roles, and I really enjoyed this one. I had it once and I lent it to a friend and never got it back. And it was one that I've been meaning to pick back up, and that is Spanglish. So I'm going to give that one another go. Let's see here. This next one, Sidewalks of New York. I don't know what it's about. Again, it was probably, I watched the trailer and I guess it looked good. So we'll give that one a little go. Next, we have Sex, Lies, and Videotape. I do know that there was a Criterion release on this, but again, even on sale, Criterions are like the Barnes & Noble sale, you get them 50% off, you're spending about 20 bucks, and I don't know much about this film, and I figured I would get a cheap used copy and try it that way. I tried picking it up at the library, but the library here doesn't have it. The other libraries, it's usually checked out, so I guess that means it's really good. Siskel and Ebert gave it 2 thumbs up, so give this one a go. And then if I like it, I may upgrade to the Criterion release. And last, we have the Academy Award winning film, Frida. I remember seeing this cover in video stores growing up. Never watched it though, but I was watching, there's somebody on YouTube I was watching that recently purchased it and watched it and loved it, and so I figured I'd give it a go. It was someone whose opinion I trusted well enough to warrant checking it out. So this is a 2-disc edition. So yeah, that's a nice little stack of films there. These were, I want to say, $3 a piece. I believe that's what it came out to. If you wanted to pick them out yourself, and you could choose however many you wanted in the list. But yeah, they were about $3 a piece, and I think some prices may vary, but I want to say they were all $3 a piece regardless. Check the condition of each one of them while I went through here, and they all look pretty good. My hands feel a bit grimy because I'm sure these are in like a dusty warehouse or something like that. But yeah, those were all those movies. So I have a lot to get into and check out. But anywho, have you seen any of these movies? And what were some of your favorites and what I picked up? Tell me down in the comments below. And as always, thank you for stopping by, and I will see you next time. Bye.